In any event, good promo. I was very surprised by the fact that Triple H, in his promo at the beginning of the show, did not mention Shawn Michaels by name one time. Or if he did, maybe I'm forgetting and he did, but my point is, I assumed that first promo from Triple H was going to make mention of the fact that The Undertaker retired Shawn Michaels last year, and that somehow this was going to factor into why Triple H wanted The Undertaker in the ring, and at no point did that come up. In fact, the promo took a completely different turn, and it turned a lot of people off. And I was turned off too, but not because of the reason that you might be thinking. I thought the Triple H promo on Monday night was bad. Triple H can be a very boring, monotonous promo guy anyway. He can be a very, very good promo guy. This promo, for a guy that I'm sure had free reign over what he was going to say, because again, him and The Undertaker, pretty much independent of the writers, are putting their entire program together. So this is not something that was scripted or suggested for him. He pretty much came up with this on his own. And he talked about, first of all, I thought it was interesting when he came out. Not to say that he didn't get a big reaction from the crowd, because he did, but it looked to me like he was expecting a rock-level response from the crowd, and he didn't get one, and I didn't think he would. He kept looking up at the WrestleMania sign. Of course, a lot of people on Facebook pointed that out because they know I hate that, and so to that I say that Triple H can go screw. He gets negative points for that alone. But in all seriousness, the promo was not very good. And like I said, surprised that there was no mention of Shawn Michaels. Surprised that the basic premise, apparently, for setting up this match at WrestleMania was he has done everything there is to do. He has looked around the locker room, and he sees absolutely no challenges left to be conquered. Now, everybody got their underwear in a bunch this week because, oh my God, he's burying the roster. He's burying everybody. They don't mean anything. Triple H is above everybody else. We already knew this. This is not brand new news to all of us. This is Triple H, after all, that we're talking about here. This didn't bother me at all. I was bothered by the fact that it was just a bad promo. It was a very weak, very boring promo from Triple H. There was no emotion. The reason he gave for challenging The Undertaker at WrestleMania was not good enough, in my opinion. The Undertaker was off television for a couple of months. He came back, was making his grand return, and Triple H immediately comes out to, not verbally, but essentially challenge him to a match at WrestleMania. Triple H, remember, when he came out that first week, he looked really angry. He was really angry. He was really pissed off. And all I kept thinking was, well, he must be upset because The Undertaker retired his friend, and he wants to take revenge. Maybe next week or the week after, Triple H is going to talk about this. Because I'm still expecting Shawn Michaels to be involved in this match in some way, to potentially be the guest referee. I still think the plan is to somehow include Shawn in this match. So they may get to it in a week or two. But for now, this was not the promo that I was expecting from Triple H. And again, the fact that he would say what he said, it didn't do the roster any favors. Apparently there were some wrestlers backstage, including one guy in particular who was loudly protesting and very pissed off that Triple H said what he said. Basically saying that everybody else backstage is like chopped liver. They don't mean anything at all. Even though Sheamus, for example, who came out and got his ass kicked, is the guy that put Triple H on the shelf for almost a year. Now, Triple H beat him. He beat him at WrestleMania last year. But Sheamus got the last laugh. He put Triple H in storyline. He put him out of action for about 10 months. And yet here's Triple H coming out, not only not acknowledging Sheamus, but not even acknowledging that there's anybody backstage that really means a damn thing to him. He's won 13 world titles, which he has. He's won numerous other championships, King of the Ring, Royal Rumble, main evented WrestleMania more than once. First ballot Hall of Famer. What is there left for him to accomplish? And again, to me, I didn't take it as a burial. I could see where people would. But I'm not really bothered by it because the guy has won 13 world titles. He's 41 years old. I mean, it's not all that different from The Rock, who was not 41 when he retired. But The Rock, who in his own promo on Monday night when he talked about this, said that he did everything that he wanted to do. He left to pursue new challenges. Now, in Triple H's case, there is no new challenge for him to pursue other than running a company. He is WWE for life, or until he fucks someone not named Stephanie McMahon, and then he's unceremoniously gone from WWE, which I don't see happening. But the guy has done everything there is to do. At some point, what does it matter if you win a 14th world title or main event yet another WrestleMania? So again, my way of thinking was, I would like to think he was not burying anybody directly. Maybe he didn't mean to. He was just saying, I've done everything there is to do. I've had a match with almost everybody on this roster. Yeah, there's some new talent, but still. I'm 41 years old. Undertaker is the last of the Mohicans, so to speak, much like myself. He didn't say this, but he has had a WrestleMania match with Undertaker before. He lost. His best friend lost 2 years in a row. Undertaker drove his best friend batshit insane to the point where Shawn Michaels' career was ended because of it. So to me, if he were to actually come out and say that, which he didn't, that's enough of a reason for me to believe, you know what, I could see why this guy would want to get in the ring and end the streak. Undertaker took something special away from him. I want to take something special away from the dead man. That's all you have to do. And he didn't quite do that. And so that's the reason I didn't like this promo. Not because, he buried people 6 feet under, but yeah, that was my thought on that.